All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So I got another request here, and this one's from Nick Saunders, and it's going to be Sing It Live. It's the I don't want to call it a spinoff from the Henley Street Country Club, or is it Henley Street Country Club? I can't remember it right at this point, but it's the guy that split off from that, and he was the co-founder of the other one, and he's also commented on this channel before too, and if he's listening and watches this reaction too, I just want to give a shout out to him because he's doing a bang up job for this Sing It Live. And this one's called Call Me. It's a 2024 live performance by Blondie. All right, so but let me read to you in my pidgin English way of reading. I mean, what Nick has wrote, and it's very, very heartfelt, and I appreciate it. He says, I just wanted to express my admiration for your channel. Please don't feel any pressure to change your authentic self by opening up. Your genuine approach is appreciated and loved by your subscribers. Thank you, guys, and I agree, man. I'm just going to be who I am. I don't want to be anything fake. There's enough of that already on other channels, and y'all can find that, but I'm just going to be me. And it's worked so far. I mean, and I appreciate everybody. So he goes on to say, he says, a brief introduction about myself. So here we are. We're fixing to learn a little bit about one of our subscribers, y'all, and somebody that has been a requester on Buy Me a Coffee several times. And just like I know what maybe Kimmy or what Bongo or what Wayback, kind of their wheelhouse, what they stay in when they request something. I know a little bit about Nick Saunders now that we've formed this kind of a relationship that he's going to do a lot of the Henley Street Country Club and Sing It Live. And they're both, to me, they're both great bands. And I hate that they had a interior, disagreement. But that happens, man, when you're friends or your family and you go into business with each other. So good luck to both parties on that one. So let's learn a little bit about Nick Saunders. He says, a brief introduction about myself so you can better understand your supporters, if only just me. I'm a retired Navy veteran, which has given me an understanding of maintaining emotional resilience and a composed demeanor. So I totally get what you mean and understand the challenges about opening up. After my military service, I worked in various government roles, with my last position back in the Department of the Defense of the Army. I served as the executive officer for the, I think it's New South Wales 2nd Brigade Army Cadets, overseeing over 7,000 cadets across the state. I was fortunate to retire at the age of 55. Brother, that's a big responsibility, leading around cadets. You're instilling a lot of yourself into these cadets that they will take on to lead other men, unfortunately in battle or in times of strife. And so you reaching out and you doing that and giving of your experience and your time is honorable. So let's move on. He says, I'm now 58. He's going to be turning 59 later this year. And I stay engaged with several hobbies. I hear you. Primarily to keep my mind active. I've been married 3 times, third time's a charm, and I have 3 children, one from each marriage. I'm exploring music, playing bass and guitar with lessons, and have a passion for vintage cars and motorbikes. I own a 1977 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, which I enjoy taking to the car meets on weekends. My motorcycle collection has included Harleys, Ducatis, and Hondas. Currently, I have a BMW R18B, which I find exceptionally comfortable and will probably keep. In parentheses, he said, I've had a habit of changing bikes every couple of years. He says, I visited the USA a few times, initially with family as a young person and later with the Navy. I would love to visit again and perhaps call me adventurous. I'd like to experience a storm chasing tour someday. We'll see how that idea develops. Good luck to you. He said, lastly, I hope you don't mind me suggesting yet another Hindley Street Country Club song, this time a Phil Collins number. I find it amazing that the drummer, Brad, can hold the drums down while also singing. What a talent. I really appreciate these guys because they keep classic music alive and perform a world-class standard, giving the original tracks the respect they deserve. The other two songs are performed by Sing It Live, which I think do justice to both Blondie and Kim Wilde. As you know, this is the breakaway from Hindley Street Country Club, and it's doing it their way. So, yeah. Unfortunately, the first one up is going to be Blondie, so we'll get to the Phil Collins will be the next cover, and then after that, it'll be the Kim Wilde. So we're going to do the Blondie one right now. First of all, let me say thank you, Nick, for sharing, this all this about yourself. And the rest of y'all, if you go through Buy Me a Coffee and you want me to react to a song, I'd love for you to put in your bio there and let me read it out to the other people. It lets other people get to know who you are. It lets me get to know who you guys are. You guys get to see me on air or whatever you call it. And you know a little bit about me because I share stuff about me as the thought comes to my mind. But I literally don't know a lot about anybody on here. Now I do about Nick, and I think that's great. It's apparent that no matter what country you're in, Australia or the U.S., that military guys normally end up doing the same thing. I could be doing what I'm doing here in the U.S., and Nick's doing the same thing, just on a different level in Australia. I have the old truck, and I had Harleys up until it's been a few years now. And I'm always doing something to keep my mind active as well. After I retired from the Marine Corps, the Marine Corps would give me recruits that couldn't pass the minimum requirements physically to get into the Marine Corps. So they would send me, I think I've done a couple, the recruiters would send me these kids, and, I would let them tag along with me to the gym, and I would get them ready to where they could do the bare minimum so they could at least, go into boot camp and hopefully make a living at being a Marine. And apparently on a different level, Nick had did this with 7,000 cadets, man. So the legacy that he's left behind, that's paying it forward in a big, big way. All right, so I've taken up enough of y'all's time, so let's get right into Call Me. It's a Blondie cover by Sing It Live. And with that, so let's go in the intro. I always say interview. Let's go in the intro and then right into the song. Here we go, y'all.
Machete.
Come on.
I just realized I didn't pause that. God, man, that they could come back and block that. Man, darn. Sitting there getting into the music and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. It's happened before, and we've made it through. But yeah, that was again, Sing It Live. They're world class, if you ask me. The guy that is the head of who started this Sing It Live, he's world class too, man. He had a great comment. He filled me in, and anybody else that was reading it on what went on between him and the bass player on Henley Street Country Club, or Henley. Man, I'm sorry guys if I can't remember exactly how to pronounce that one, but so y'all, that's going to do it for me. But what I do want y'all to do is consider commenting to Nick directly on down here in the comments on this video, and just to let him know that y'all appreciate that he wrote that bio for the rest of us. So now we know who Nick Saunders is, and I think it's just bitching. So all right, man, till I see y'all again, I'll be catching y'all down the road. Bye.